Shay's an asshole.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie Presents. I am, of course, Shae the Red, and I've got off to that side over there that nobody cares about is Alex. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you, my lovely and beautiful and talented co-host? Asshole.
I was like, something's coming. I don't trust this. I'm doing good. I was really scared about trying to do some kind of a cosplay, despite the fact that the colors are very wrong. Because she wears purple with red. I got blue and orange. I feel like it's close. Ish. It's fine.
They're next to each other on the wheel. There you go.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
You should have just thrown up the black and white filter on OBS.
You're such a jerk. We're here with, as CY referred to him backstage, Mr. Donkey.
Hello.
And why are you laughing already?
I'm laughing at your joke. Oh my god. How dare I?
And so we're finally getting to talk about Shotgun Samurai, which I've been hearing about and seeing art for what feels like a millennia. And so I'm happy it's finally here. And before we let you go into your pitch, we're going to go ahead and play your trailer so everyone can kind of get a little bit of an intro into what Shotgun Samurai is. Or there we go.
Shotgun of fates. His nightmare lasts like ninja attacks. A samurai of race. Will his sorrow ever end? He will find a way. He yearns for redemption and waits for the day for his shotgun of might to break free from his chains, and he fights to erase his past full of disgrace, and his debt he will one day repay.
I like it. He just turns around and is like, got him.
Not gonna lie, I muted so you wouldn't have to hear me laughing throughout it.
It's a humorous take on the trailer for sure.
Yeah. No, if you laugh, then my job is done.
Good. I'm
the
glad.
song
Okay.
got me going more than anything. I was wondering how high of an octave you guys were going to hit, because it just kept going up and up.
It did. You just kept one-upping yourself and one-upping yourself. I was like, oh, this is getting intense. Like, we're about to hit some notes.
My windows rattling. It's getting ready.
All right. So why don't you actually tell us a little bit more about what Shotgun Samurai is?
Well, as you can tell from the title, it's going to feature a samurai with a shotgun.
Yes.
So,
Please tell me your pitch is longer than that.
No, it's not. That's it.
Damn.
Just
It's going to be a short show.
Yep. Done. Thanks for coming, everybody.
5.5 minutes. New best.
So basically, it's kind of like a classic, like kind of Ronin samurai, like wandering samurai type story. Except he features a shotgun instead of a sword, and this takes place in old Japan. So everyone is mystified by this shotgun. Nobody knows what it is or how he got it, but he uses it, and he's legendary for it. So that's basically the setting of it. And he himself is on a journey of redemption because he has done a lot of bad things in his past. So he's trying to, make himself a good person now. But there's a lot of people who aren't so ready to forgive him for what he's done. And basically, those are the villains of the story.
Okay. I think it's interesting because you're kind of alluding to the fact that, like, he's made some mistakes with some people and they're not willing to forgive him, but they're the villains, which I think is kind of interesting because it sounded like you were setting him up to almost be an anti-hero, kind of like.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, and so I find that was just an interesting, like, I guess, subversion of expectation.
I see. Yeah, he is kind of he does kind of have like an anti-hero, like he's trying to find out how to be good.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
So he is bad. So he was bad, but he there was a moment in his past where he realized that what he was doing was wrong. So now he's trying to figure out what he's doing, because he always wanted to do good, but he was manipulated in a way.
Okay.
So he fell in with a bad crowd.
Basically.
I gotcha. Okay, so I have a question right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Does the shotgun have infinite ammo?
a legit question that CY actually asked multiple
Let me
times.
see if how to answer that. In a way, effectively, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was a concern. It can only hold so many shells, and I feel like he's going to have more than 8 to 12. Well, no, it's a pump action, so
That's
he
fine.
could have the extended 2. That's all he has. Save those for the boss fight.
Yeah. Only two bullets in the entire book.
That
He only
was
shoots one.
hilarious.
At least it's hardened steel. He can block swords with it. There you go.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of him shooting the shotgun. So
Awesome.
Nice. I was gonna say I really like. So you've got a good amount of just kind of gory, unsettling bits in this book, and I like how you're like, I'm still gonna show it. I'll just put a censored for Indiegogo over the front of it so they can't get mad. Because it's not what I would expect, to be honest. And I actually was pretty shocked when I scrolled down to this page and was like, oh my gosh, like, she was lit up and is just covered in blood. And that kid is missing at least half a head.
yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure people knew what they were getting into. I didn't want to like shock someone buy this for their kid or something and be like, this sounds like nice for my little nephew.
Yes, I think that my nephew would love Shotgun Samurai. I feel like you've already failed if that is your thought process.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's shotguns and there's a lot of samurai. So.
I really do like the art style that you're going for here, and so I want to know more about, obviously, the person I chose to cosplay. Tofu, I believe.
Tofu.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome cosplay, by the way. I love it.
Thank you.
The first official Shotgun Samurai cosplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love having that title, and sometimes I'm sad because I'm like, man, I really could have done better, though.
It's better than all the rest.
Yeah,
So now
see,
when we have
exactly.
him on again, you can kick it up a hell of a notch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I was actually thinking that if we have him on again, we might have to try for this.
Yeah, and I like how you got the red headband. That's actually very key to her backstory. So
I definitely tried to make sure I was paying attention. I was like, if I can't get the exact right colors, I'm at least gonna get close.
yeah.
So I'm happy that you're happy. That makes everything a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, tell us a little bit more about Tofu, because she's kind of badass looking.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So basically, all right, she like the way like the kind of world is set up. The Shogun has his own like kind of like ninja clan, and they so like that, and she was part of the former ninja clan that was
Okay.
and then they went away for some reason, which will be explained later. But she was kept behind while the new ninja clan was brought in. But she was also trained. But her clan was a lot better than the new one, so she's like the best ninja from all the shogun. And then something happened, which will be slowly explained. And
Okay.
now she basically wants revenge on the Shogun. She's like very, very hell bent on and singular focused on getting revenge.
I'm very glad that that is the vibe, because looking at like her right here, she looks like she's about to kill a whole lot of people
Yeah.
without any remorse. So we already have a question, which is awesome, from Slipstick. He says, "Was this inspired by the bad guy?" Thank you, CY, for removing it and making my life harder. Yeah, Yojimbo.
Yojimbo. I've never actually. That's the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Akira Kurosawa movie, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just know of it. I haven't actually seen the whole movie. I've just I've looked at pictures of it and studied like the samurais from it, but
Right. Like the aesthetic and everything.
yeah.
Well, we'll wait for Slipstick to clarify
Yes.
in my slowly moving chat.
Right, I'm sorry. Jerry, thank you very much for the $5. He says you can't explain Japanese warriors, you can only samurais them.
Oh,
Summarize.
Ow.
Samurais.
Ow. I like it.
God, you really had to work for that pun.
Like, does it count if I feel like I have heartburn because I read it? Like, I don't right now. I don't feel good. That's a really Jerry is awesome with the dad jokes. I appreciate it. Frog G, I need you to step up your game, because you're normally the one with all of the punniness in our chat. So we'll wait to see. Yeah. So this is really looks like a really fun book, and it's 200 plus pages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far 224 are actually finished, lettered, everything.
Oh my hell. That's a lot. That's a big book. I mean, granted, you did it manga style, so that definitely kind of makes sense.
It helps
because if you've ever read a manga, they are never small.
Yeah.
Like, I think the smallest one I read was Scott Pilgrim, and that's only kind of a manga because it's like a manga, but it's made by a Canadian. So it gets a little questionable.
So there's a free packet of syrup inside it? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's just I've heard it in heavy debate as to whether manga will accept it or not as one of their own. Most of them are like, it's not really manga. But I love your character design with everything, because you've got obviously Tofu, who's got this crazy intense vibe. You know, your main shotgun samurai who just walks around with a shotgun, which I find fucking hilarious. And then in true manga fashion, you have the dude addicted to ramen chilling in the background. Like it gives me a Naruto kind of vibe, where it's like every serious shit's going down and they're like, I really need some ramen though. You're like, okay, but like saving the village, you're like, yeah, put ramen and then save village. It'll be fine.
Yeah, hi George. I love that character. He whenever I show, he's always like a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely could see why. He seems like a lot of fun. Okay, so let's start going through some of your tiers. We are moving right along, but
Trucking.
we are quickly. So start thinking of questions and stuff, people, because
shotgunning it.
You're shotgunning it. Wow. Oh, these puns are gonna kill me. I am not ending this early, so we'll sit here and just stare awkwardly at each other.
Yeah, we will. Well, they will. My avatar will.
The avatar will be judging the entire time.
Don't let the smile fool you. I am judging you.
Okay, so take us to your perks. Your featured perk. What is everything that you're getting with that?
So basically, you will get the 2 books, one with each variant cover from mangaka Odi and also Joe Ball.
Nice.
Both superstars in the Comicscape ring. But,
Yeah, we love Baller.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And
that's
also,
awesome.
since actually our first stretch goal was unlocked at $1,000, so everyone will also be getting a card from Jose Garcia, which the artwork isn't done yet, but it's coming.
I'm over here trying to find it because I was like, card. There's cards.
Oh yeah, there's 2 cards. Those are add-on perks.
So this one is done by you.
That one is me, yeah.
Which is quite impressive, sir.
Oh, thank you.
And then I love that this is the one that Katie did for you, because seriously, what I know about her and how like sweet and soft spoken she seems, I love the fact that what she did was like, hi, I'm gonna do a really crazy, insane kind of piece.
When I told her about it, I was like, I hope she's okay with it. I was like, this is kind of what I want. Is that okay? And then she just gave me this, and I was like, that's amazing.
You're like, yep,
She looks so fucking intense in that card.
Right? Like she's like, I am gonna fucking kill you. It's like, dude, you took his eye. I think you're good. And she's like, it's not enough.
I know.
He's got another one. I'm digging
There's
it.
2 eyes.
She got Tofu's character down perfect.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is because everybody else that has her depicted, like even you, it's kind of like, she's cute, and you're over here like got Odie's making her like just, she's chilling. Baller's like, oh, she's a little angry, and then you have Katie who's like, no, I'm straight up like, she's psychotic.
Yeah.
And dangerous, and don't fuck with her. She's gonna strip that eye straight out of your head, which is just perfect. It's so good. Okay, back to 2 tiers. I almost said stretch goals. I'm out of my head.
Okay.
Okay, so your featured gets you both covers.
Oh,
I'm sorry. There's a question on the screen. I'm being such an ass. Pale Rider says, "Is there a shotgun booby lady in this book?"
Oh. That's a great idea. Unfortunately, no. Because if you told me this a couple 5 months ago, maybe yes.
So what you're saying is the next one?
Possibly, maybe.
Possibly the next one.
You never know.
Well, if you have a shotgun samurai, I feel like it would need to be like machine gun boob.
Machine gun. That's true.
Machine gun boob.
Like from
name.
Austin Powers.
Pale Rider also wants to know, will any of the stretch cards be acid soaked?
Acid soaked?
We're asking the hard hitting questions here.
Wow,
Pale Rider, I don't think you can do your drugs this way. I don't think that it's gonna work.
Oh, that kind of acid. Oh, I thought you meant they pick up the card and they burn their hands.
I thought that's what he meant too.
It could be that too. I'm gonna go with the drug side of things.
If I get a good dealer, then maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and Slipstick did confirm he was confirming it was Akira Kurosawa from before. So
okay, yeah, I need to watch that one.
Absolutely. Okay. Your tiers are just so straightforward. So then, if you don't want both books where you're effectively saving on shipping, you can either get just the Joe Ball cover or the Odie cover.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get 4 books
Mm-hmm.
and save $5 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very,
Yes.
very straightforward.
So-
Are you... Okay, do you have any of this art that is traditionally done, or is everything digital?
See, the very first, like, maybe 50 pages I drew, I have pencil drawings of them on, like, notebook paper where I used to scan them in and redo them on my computer.
Uh-huh.
So that might be it.
Okay.
So
Sounds like what I do with my quote-unquote art.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
that was before I got my, fancy computer drawing tablet. It was,
Right.
yeah.
Zayd asking the very important questions. He says, wait! Why is Donkey Madness's hair so cool?
It's part of the magic. Part of the madness.
Wait, is there Gorilla Glue in that?
Gorilla.
Yeah, did you use Gorilla Glue? And if so, can I get a cut of your attempted suing of Gorilla Glue for not understanding the label?
I will not comment on that, but it's been stuck like this for months. I'll just say that.
Really, is it from Gorilla Glue, or is it because you stuck your head out the window when you were driving on the highway? Because I feel like it was the second one.
I've actually heard that so many times. People are like, "You look like either or I hit a wall or something," or
No, hit a wall. It'd have to be super flat up front. You have a nice like bouffant going, and
thank you.
that is what happens with a lot of air and a lot of lift. So head outside of the car. That's all I can think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are already 90% complete with this book.
Mm-hmm.
Good heavens.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, I kind of, it's my first book, so I kind of wanted to come in with a bang.
Yeah.
Isn't the common word, love bomb people?
Love bomb people.
Well, and it helps build a bit of trust if you're, not selling a book that has 3 pages done.
Yeah. That was one thing I wanted to be like, look, it's almost done, so it's coming.
I'm still stuck on Love Bomb. How many episodes of this have we done? I think it's the first time I've heard somebody use that term.
Love bomb.
I'm gonna love bomb them by being that complete.
Yep.
I like it. So, all right. So here's the thing. You said 90% complete. You said it's currently 224 pages. How many more pages do you think you're actually going to do before the story is going to hit that point where you're like, okay,
so
now we're
yeah. So like the last, I guess like the final end cap of the first story arc, which is this book. I'm currently like, fleshing out the writing. And right now there is at least 20 more pages. I'm trying to finish it so it's not too many more than that. Because I want to get this thing done. So I'm like trying to.
You want to get it done, but you also really want to keep on telling the story.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So you're at you said 200-page book. You're at 224, and you're like, there's at least 20 pages left. Of story.
It's like it's kind of like rough writing right now. So we'll see. I'm not. It's like average, maybe 20. I mean, it could be a little less, but a little more. Around there.
Somewhere around another 20 pages to bring the grand total to almost 50 pages more than what you were originally saying.
He's probably going to hit a good 750. That's my guess.
750-page book.
Yeah.
It's as big as the Bible.
So gross.
It's 2 old school yellow pages stuck together.
Literally, like there's no actual story. You just glued them together.
You fit that in a Gemini.
Okay, so you have a couple of stretch goals. So we already talked about the first one that was unlocked once you got funded, which is Jose Garcia who's going to do a trading card, which is super exciting. He Garcia did the Groken fan art piece, and that was just holy shit. That was so cool. It was so cool. So I'm really excited to see what is gonna come.
Yeah, he sent me sketches of the draft already, so I'm just like, I can't wait to show everybody what he made.
Pale Rider says, "Love Bomb. I dated her way back." It really, seriously, it sounds like a Bond villain. That's hilarious. Okay, so at $2,000, you're gonna do shotgun bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea of the design that you want to go with of those?
Tofu.
Well, one side, the other side, I was because one side's gonna have like the shotgun on it.
Okay.
And then the other side, I'm open to. I'm still figuring that out.
So not like I'm just throwing out ideas because what hit my head would be how funny would it be if you did a shotgun casing and you did it like a die cut, but then on the other side you actually have like tofu or your cast of Shotgun Samurai kind of stacked up, and so you end up having this really unique piece that looks like a big shell casing.
That's a really good idea.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I might like doing this kind of stuff just a little bit.
A little bit too much.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
The other thing
someone
you
will pay
could
me
do,
for it.
if you're just going to put the accessories on the bookmark, the other thing that you could do, have a shotgun on one side, have some ramen on the other. Just saying.
Okay.
Just
shut up.
Noodles. It just covered with noodles.
A bowl of noodles.
A bowl of noodles.
It was like, what the hell is this?
you just do a super close up of what was his name? The guy that eats the noodles.
Mm-hmm. George.
Just do a real big close up of his face sucking in a long strand of noodles, and that's all you see on the back.
Yeah, just the entire length of the bookmark noodle.
I love our chat. Our chat knows our show so well that I don't even get a chance to get to the question: will there be patches?
I swear, I set him up for this before the stream started.
No. I was hoping I can avoid it, but it came.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no avoiding it. It literally happens every show to the point that I make Past Master Dan groan. Even when he's not on this channel, he hears somebody came on Red Valkyrie. I asked about patches, and he's like, oh, gosh, patches again. So I'm going to assume that is a not currently.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pale Rider, what do you think he's shipping out? We're talking about bookmark designs. You're talking about someplace to hide your stash.
Oh my gosh, Pale Rider. So I always recommend, if somebody is ever considering patches, that if you have a really cool logo, that's usually a good place to start. Also, a lot of people have kind of got like chibi versions of their main characters, and those little heads are always adorable. But if you decide that you might want to consider patches in a higher tier stretch goal, you let me know. I'll get you in touch with Tony, because Tony is good people and he does good patches.
Okay, yeah, I'm open to anything. As you know, as this campaign goes off to the moon, I'm open for anything.
Yes. So you guys heard that. You need to get him through the stretch goals that already exist, so I can convince him to make a new stretch goal that will have a patch.
Read the comment on the screen.
When it comes to Shae's patches, there is no. There is only not yet. Oh, it's so funny because it's true. Fade wants to know, is there going to be a sexy bookmark?
If you're into bookmarks, I guess it will be very sexy if that's your bookmark.
Shapely.
Yes. Oh, nice corners.
Yes, I like it.
Just don't put that yarn thing on the end.
No.
Like all the book fair bookmarks you get in grade school.
after you order the bookmarks and you have them in and everything, just take one and drape a little lace over it and take a photo and be like, we got the sexy bookmarks. That's it. That's all you need. You go, they'll be coming to you without the lace.
Ooh. Without the lace.
Exactly. A naked bookmark, if you will. I'm just saying. Yes, I do need a full body jumpsuit with a hoodie that I can cover in patches, or like 5 jackets. It'll be fine. I'm totally down for this. Okay, so at $4,000, we've got your special pinup poster, which you've used at least clips of this for some of your promotional stuff, haven't you? Because I remember this, like the wind blowing them all and just being like, oh, that's majestic as fuck.
Thank you. Yep.
I like it. So, see, look, guys, this is where patches live. They live right here. So you got to get past $4,000. I'm just saying. We could do it. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you very much, sir. Hey, I like the little yarn thing on the end that makes it a bookmark. Boob Dan, you like it because you like boobs and it resembles a tassel. A NASCAR suit covered in Comicsgate logos.
The fans have spoken.
Right?
You know what we should do?
What should
There were a bunch of videos up there. I'd say it's time to play video number uno. The one that Mr. Donkey was so torn between playing or not playing at the beginning.
That is very fair. I have one more question before we get there. So, down here you're showing that you've produced floppies before. Are those, do you have more of those floppies at all?
Maybe I do.
Oh. So, one of the reasons why I ask is because that's a really unique kind of collector item type thing. So if you had a few sets of those, that might be another cool tier that you could offer on top of like the whole collected 200 plus page to be like, yeah, these were the original run and this is like the collected remastered amazing run kind of thing. And that I'm trying to think of ways, because you have really good straightforward stretch goals, but you're not giving people a whole lot of room to give you a good amount of backing, because your most expensive tier is $75. And then the next tier down from that is your collected at $40. So you have 75, 40, and 20, and that's kind of it. I would consider, if you have a few bundles of those, maybe see about pricing those in with both covers, maybe, or if you have any of the original art that you are willing to part with. I know if you have original art from Baller, you probably don't want to, and I don't blame you. Or even any pages that you can... Some artists in the past who do a lot of digital will print out a page that is digital blue line, and they'll traditionally ink it. And then offer that up at a higher price point. So people who want to give you more of a backing have more of a chance to kind of help you get to your funding. And I know that you already hit, funded, but help you get better funded to be able to hit more of your stretch goals and things like that. Because a lot of people aren't going to be like, I will back 4 books 3 times, and I will have a lot of books that just sit in my house. Like, everyone for Christmas, you're getting Shotgun Samurai because I bought 12 issues of...
Here you go, little Timmy.
Each cover.
Don't tell Mom.
Right? Exactly. And so that would be a way to diversify your tiers a little bit so people can back you in other ways. And people that like this kind of stuff love collecting. And so being able to offer some of the original art or some of the original print runs of Shotgun Samurai are great ways to do that.
Okay, that's great advice. Yeah, I'll probably talk to you about that a little later.
Yeah, basically,
absolutely.
Ways to be able to buff up your numbers without having to add more expense on your end.
Exactly.
Okay.
So for everyone who has the bingo cards, I'm gonna say it. We'll talk offline. We will talk backstage. There you
Off
go.
air.
Congratulations. Off air. Whatever the fuck. I say it like 500 different ways.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Slipstick does have a question for you. He says, if you make your goal, are you going to go in demand?
Yeah, I'll make it in demand.
Fantastic.
He's already made his goal.
I was going to say,
Yay, in demand.
he's made his goal. But I'm just saying, that's a low goal, guys. And this is nice art. And a shit ton of pages. I feel like we could do better than 1409.
Yeah, luckily since the artwork is done by slave labor right here, I don't worry too much
my
about
overhead's low.
Yeah,
Your hair draws the art, doesn't it?
oh, yeah,
I knew it.
I'll admit, it's all the hair. I'm just some weird like meat sack attached to it.
The hair is controlling you right now. I understand. The hair is ratatouilleing you without a rat. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's watch your other trailers because they're here, and
All right.
I feel like our chat needs to get even more amped for this. So we're just gonna hop in.
By the way, Shae, I muted you for having a mechanical keyboard.
Sorry. You guys love me. That's another spot on a bingo card, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and just to fill out that spot, Shae had to go.
It was
There.
nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, well. Oh, it's just me. Well, hey everybody. Now I own the show. I can do whatever I want. All right, so
I'm
question.
back.
Oh, dang.
Sorry, I can do whatever I want. Always worries me.
The rush of power was exciting. This is what it's like to be in charge.
Nice. Is this what a monetized channel feels like? I like it. What can I break?
I'm a YouTuber. Call me PewDiePie.
Oh my gosh. Now we're getting sued by PewDiePie. Damn it. Okay, so Frog G has a question, and it's an incredibly serious question. What is the best pizza topping, and why is it pepperoni?
Well, because it's pepperoni, that's why.
I'm never going to get tired of this answer. Like, I absolutely love it. So I had asked in the chat, what other kinds of tiers would they like to see from your campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that you have a really cool IP and a really, really cool project. And I think that branching out and getting them more variety and more things that they might be able to get that aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg would be awesome. So Silver was saying patches, beanies could be kind of cool. Max, bless you, Max, I would like to see artwork made by me as a tier. Max, if you are interested in trying to team up with Donkey Madness, you're gonna have to follow him on Twitter and work that out, because it could happen. I'm just saying.
I have hired artwork from a few people, so I do that from time to time.
OMG, Pale! Okay, I'm sorry. That's really exciting. I don't know if you've ever seen Pale Rider's work. It is phenomenal. It is absolutely breathtaking. Shae sent me a message about what kind of painting you'd like. You do a hell of a job promoting these books, and I'd like to do a small part in rewarding that. Thank you so much, Pale. You are awesome. I will definitely hit you up after the show, and Wolverine, I can do whatever I want. Worry, Shae, that's probably my fault. Between you and CY, it's very concerning. Just saying.
I feel like we need to have a discussion about whose name this channel is in again.
I feel like we need to have a discussion about who carried the channel for 8 months while somebody decided to gallivant all across the fucking world.
Hey, look. Asia was lacking cyborgs. I needed to go.
You have only been back for 4.5 months, so when you hit 8, I will drop it. But until then, fuck ya.
You know what? My birthday's in 10 days, so yeah.
Up until your birthday, I get to rag you, and then as a birthday present, I'll stop.
Deal.
Silver is saying hardcover. I'm going to be wholly honest with you.
That's expensive as fuck.
I would not recommend a hardcover for this campaign, because the amount of pages that you have, how big the binding is going to be, and the fact that this is one of your inaugural everyone get to know me kind of campaigns. Hardcover is it's a ballsy move to come out the gate with.
Yeah, when this becomes a multi-million-dollar property, then
I don't think you gotta wait quite that long, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know. Yeah. This is my first campaign. I don't want to jeopardize the actual the production of it. So that's why I'm kind of keeping it a little simple.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Boob Dance is a real metal engraved shotgun tier.
That'd be cool.
That it could be cool. I do know that Graham Nolan has done that with keychains for Alien Alamo, and they're pretty cool. They're also pricey, so throwing that out there, it's not cheap to do. Frog G, this is one I wholeheartedly agree with. A tier for prints. You have a lot of beautiful artwork, and a lot of it you're just kind of like, it's here, and you could put your Odie cover and your Joe Ball cover and sell them as prints that are about the same size as your book, so you don't have to worry about rolling, folding, or anything like that, and ship them. Offer those as add-ons or as a separate tier. Also, another thing that kind of helps is if you put out like fan art contest, and the winning fan art can be offered up as a tier in the campaign and get a featured spot in the back of the book. There's ways that people have done it where you can do like, you get a full page spread if you're the one that wins, and then all the other fan art gets kind of pieced out in smaller bits so people can kind of see. So you can there's a lot that you can do that isn't going to come at a major cost to you. Silver also said sketch cards, which would be another pretty easy, not too expensive tier that you could add that people usually love, because it's original art, but it's original art on a smaller scale that's normally a bit more affordable for people who don't have $150, $250 to throw down on an original piece of artwork from the artist or a commission. So those are all phenomenal suggestions. I wholeheartedly suggest rewatching this to kind of see what all of those suggestions were, and seeing which ones kind of make the most sense. Things that you can pack flat within a Gemini mailer usually are better because it's not going to add much to your shipping cost. But yeah, stickers, cards, prints, coasters, pins, all all things that are small that can pack in a Gemini mailer without damaging everything else that's in there, and all things that people genuinely like to get, because if I'm really into Shotgun Samurai, I'm going to want to put a pin on my bag. And so when I go places with my backpack, people are like, oh, what's that from? And I get a chance to talk about it. Or, t-shirts, which can get pricey, so maybe not, but things like that are wearable or usable that you can kind of help show off the things that you love.
Yeah, I like these ideas.
Exactly. And Joe says that he is all for the originals. He definitely thinks that you should make that happen. I agree.
The originals, like my pencil on like crummy paper.
The way that I always say this to people, what does it hurt for you to offer up certain tiers that are maybe a little bit harder, like open 5 commission slots and price it at $250, right? And you put it up on the campaign, you just say, there's 5 commission slots from me, and once they're gone, they're gone, kind of thing. Worst case scenario, nobody backs it. Okay, so nobody backs it. Best
You've lost
scenario,
nothing except the time it took for the tiers. So
exactly. Yeah. So finding small things like that you can offer at a higher premium that aren't going to take away a bunch of time or a bunch of money for you to fulfill are really great ways to kind of beef up your campaign a bit. And so there's a few more options. I think that you've got a good foundation, but from what I've seen in a lot of campaigns, the multi-book tiers are really only popular if you have a local comic book shop that's willing to take a risk on an indie, or people who are overseas who have enough people who want that same book. Mm-hmm. So if I've got, me and Buddy who both want both covers, but we live in England, I don't want to have to pay that shipping to get it internationally. And have my buddy pay that same shipping. So we might go in on a 4-book tier, and then it's basically like we each got a 2-book tier, but only we split shipping between us.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking when I made that, because
right.
I heard that somewhere, so I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
But that ends up being a small selection of people. So if you consider that you might sell 1 to 5 of those, that's kind of where you're going to cap out on that 4-book tier, which means that your next expensive tier is $40. It's definitely throw some stuff in there to let people throw money at you. And worst case scenario, they don't, and nothing.
And you've lost nothing. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
you've lost the 5 minutes to make a new tier. Apex Comics says, Shae, it's great that you cosplay each character from separate campaigns. Do they send you the book in advance? Rarely, actually. Usually what ends up happening is I scroll their campaign page and figure out what characters look like. Sometimes I see half of one side of one character, like Pulpstar Comics. What was theirs again? Auto Martyr. Saw half of a mask and was like, I'm building a mask based off of this one half of the picture and hoping that it's accurate enough. So I appreciate the love for the attempt at cosplays for all of you guys. You guys are amazing. See, Frog G agrees, a sketch tier, it definitely can help you get more out of the campaign, and it doesn't hurt much. Go full berserker with a steelbook slipcase. Oh, Dan. Yeah, if you do that, you'd have to be like, how much would it cost if I only ever made one of these, and then tack on another 10% and be like, that's the tier price for this. Good luck. Let's see who actually get it. Not to mention shipping that. Good hell, that'd be expensive as hell. Whew.
And yeah, Apex, I had both I and Wolverine had already kind of answered it, but I wanted to give Shae a chance to throw her 2 cents in there, rather than answering for her, disempowering her. I think is the word I saw today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That felt gross. Don't ever do that again. Ew. I am not a whammon, so we don't do that.
I didn't want you to ask to speak with my manager
I'm not a Karen either.
for tranny splaining.
Nope. That's it. Donkey, question for you.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you kind of are hoping to do with either this like this IP in this world or this campaign specifically?
So I do have like see ya.
We traded.
Well,
I can still hear you.
oh, okay.
It's fine.
So you mean like in terms of like another book? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like are you considering doing any other books or any like is this something that you're wanting to keep going on, or is this like a one-off?
Okay, yeah. So basically, yeah, we do have other story arcs mapped out and everything. So we have the full, full beginning, middle, and end of his entire journey that we want to do on comics. I also have like backstory things and like side stories that I have in my mind that I would love to eventually get out on in a book form. Like Tofu's backstory is like, oof, I really need to get that on paper. I really like it. But
you should. You absolutely. So I would suggest at least writing it out preliminarily, and then if not,
I have it already. I have it written out. Yeah.
Fantastic. If not in this campaign, next campaign in Ashcan.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like next campaign. Once I get more used to this, then I can start getting into ash cans and like side stories and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Shae, I'm just gonna say this: you're dressed up as a character named Tofu, so technically you're pretty soy.
I hate you so much.
It's ironic that she's soy because she's totally not soy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
That's actually funny. Like one little gimmick I like to do is her name is Tofu, and her last name she comes from the Daizu ninja clan, which is soybean in Japanese.
Oh my god! So that's why she's named Tofu, because she's like the most kick-ass in the clan.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! See, now I just have all of the different like comedy merch that you can do with this is freaking amazing. I love it. That is that just made my night.
Silver, are you trying to tattletale on me?
I said Shae is pretty. Oh my
I feel like I'm gonna get punched at recess or something.
Probably. So I'm a jackass that refreshed without having it up on the screen, but you did get at least one more backing because you were at 409 before you're at the 1441 now. So awesome! At least you got a little bit of a bump.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And I know a lot of people in the chat have said that they're waiting a couple days for payday. So
yeah. It is Wednesday. Many of us are getting paid Friday. I feel this pain. I feel it down to my core, everybody. Frog G, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You are awesome. Enjoy work. I hope it doesn't suck too much.
Always good.
Thank you, Link Slinger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Also, I guess had back to if there's anything else planned for this, because we actually made 2 live-action movies, which those trailers are from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to see these.
Yeah, and the 4th video in there is one of those movies. Because the first one, I just filled it with copyright music because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's stripped away from YouTube. But the second one is all original music, so it's fine. So if anyone wants to watch that movie, it's in there. It's the fourth video.
How long is this movie?
It's 15 minutes or 20 minutes, one of those 2.
That's a heck of a lot of minutes.
Go watch it.
I was also going to tell you, shotgunsamurai.net, because I clicked all over your profile. Shotgunsamurai.net automatically is directing you to the Indiegogo. So whatever you had on there for people to see, because I did see some of your tweets saying go here and read something or other part of the book. No one can see that anymore because it's automatically redirecting you to the Indiegogo.
Oh, yeah, I gotta change that. Yeah, I mean, I did that on purpose to redirect to the Indiegogo, but I forgot that it said read it here, because I used to have like some kind of a sample of like some pages and stuff. But,
yeah, that would be awesome to see too.
It would, and you could
stick it on the campaign.
I was gonna say you could do it as an update. Go into your updates and make it like a hey, you can read the first few pages here, and then when people, when you go to tweet out about it, just say you can read the first few pages here, go to the update tab or something along those lines, or you can even put it up on your front page somewhere around here when you're talking about kind of the story. You can go through and say if you want to sneak preview the first few pages are in the updates. And then that way you're still getting the benefit of people clicking on your website and getting redirected to your active campaign, which is a really good idea. But they're not missing out on kind of the goodies that you had on shotgunsamurai.net.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Honestly, this is a really awesome campaign, and I think just a couple of tweaks can really help get this moving a little bit more, because the quality's there. Obviously the page count's there, the amount completed is there. You seem like a very wonderful creator, which is what a lot of people look for. So hi, Chris John. Hello, everyone. Backer number 8 here. Fantastic.
All right. Lucky number 8.
I think that there's a couple of things that you can do to maybe help increase some of the visibility and help get those numbers to go up a little bit quicker than what they're currently doing.
And easier than trying to push it uphill $40 at a time.
Exactly. Like right now, you're at the bottom of a hill pushing a gigantic, massively huge boulder, and
with a stir stick.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good here. We don't want you to have to work that hard to get the kind of funding numbers that you should get, because you've got a wonderful product. So a couple of those small tweaks, and at a minimum, it at least gives the option for other people. So this one is 26 days left. This is your first 30 days, correct?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, granted, you've already hit your goal, so if you wanted to just go straight in demand after, you totally could. Are you going to keep giving people the option to unlock the stretch goals while you're in demand?
If the demand is there, I'm kind of.
The thing that we suggest, if you're deciding that you're going to leave it in demand and still allow stretch goals, because some of your stretch goals might affect either what you're ordering when you go to ship, or actually affect the book, as far as if you were unlocking page counts or putting fan art or anything like that in the book, and you decided to make those unlockable stretch goals. Make sure that you know when, in order for you to fulfill, when you would want to send this to the printer, and that is the day that you should cut off your stretch goals, and they're no longer, you can't get anymore.
For the ones that impact the print. Yeah.
Exactly. For the ones that are going to impact all of the printing and everything like that. Now, if you're going to offer digital stuff, that's easier. If you're going to offer stuff that isn't going to take as long as the books are to, send off to the printer, get a proof copy in, review the proof, especially at almost 250 pages. That's a lot of reviewing to make sure that they didn't mess up any of those pages. So going through with all of that and then saying, yeah, it's good, sending it back, and waiting for them to print up however many copies of that book you're going to have to print. There's some things that you can do in between there, like stickers that are probably going to take a week, 2 weeks,
I'm sorry, Pale Rider just has the most off-the-wall suggestions. All right, I'll hit it.
If you make temporary tattoos and send them out to club owners, you could have a bunch on strippers a bunch of strippers promoting your book. Just saying.
I mean,
you have the most interesting suggestions, Pale Rider. I love it. Oh my gosh, temporary tattoos on strippers. But yeah, I love the campaign. I really do. And I love the art. The art is gorgeous. Definitely sketch cards or offering up some commission slots. Highly recommended if you decide that you just want to take a break from doing all of your pages and just do a couple of pinups or something like that, and then offer those as original art. And then prints. Absolutely do the prints, especially if you've got people who are excited and want to either gift. Some people like to gift their artwork to campaigns that they're really excited about to get their names out there. Other people, you can commission and things like that. But if you... He's not Rock. Damn it, Christian. Pill Rider always at the strippers. You own a club. That's fair. That's a fair question.
And we have a sort of answer.
And no comment. Fantastic. But yeah, it's you've got so much great potential, and I really want to see that number get higher than what it is, because I feel like you definitely deserve it. You've put in the effort and you put in the work, and it's gorgeous. It's exciting.
Thank you.
Alex, you got any parting shots or any last little gems?
No, but just to sum up, I mean, with a moderate, small to moderate amount of effort, it's just free money for you. So
yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I want to thank you very much, Donkey Madness, for hanging out with us. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are always awesome. I love everyone kind of coming together and throwing out their suggestions and what they'd like to see. Some of them a lot more viable than others, but I like seeing the community come together. And I say this almost every show, we have the absolute best audience out there. You guys are so supportive and so amazing. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Make sure that you spread the word about this book. Back it if you haven't already. I know some of us are waiting until payday. I get you. I feel you. But make sure that you're getting in on this, because I feel like we're all going to kick ourselves in the butt if we don't get in. And Pale Rider says his last thoughts are it's a good-looking book. I wholeheartedly agree. So
thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you to our guest. Thank you to all the wonderful people that watch this on replay, because that's about 6 to 10 times the amount of people that watch us live. So.
Oddly enough, yeah, it really is. We get a lot more replay value. So thank you guys for everyone who's watching it on replay. You guys matter just as much as the people that are here live. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. You can join the memberships if you are interested. And we got a couple of sponsors, so check out who they are in the outro. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye. It's in the description. Hit it.